And welcome back. As we mentioned at the start of the show, our second conversation would be with a young environmental activist, and he has joined us in studio to talk about his journey to Scotland, where he will be representing Belize in the COP21. Good morning, Kiefer.
It's Kiefer.
It's Kiefer. I
Yes.
stand to be corrected. Kiefer Mes is in the studio with us this morning. Good morning, Kiefer.
Good morning, Mr. Isani, and good morning, Marlene.
Talk to us about this journey. You came to national attention a few weeks ago when you were featured in one of our news stories as a young environmentalist who is working towards getting to represent Belize.
Well, I was given this opportunity to go outside the country and represent Belize for an environmental conference, the United Nations Global Conference of Youth 16, because it's 16 years that. But due to the pandemic, it was to be last year. It was pushed back to this year. So hopefully now I'll be going to Scotland this next Monday.
When did you realize that you had an interest in the environment and preserving and protecting everything that is around us?
When I was young, my father and my uncles, they do tour guides and these, so they would take me in these nature walks and and birding, and that's where I fell in love, because you find out about these plants and about these animals, and I feel like they are one of us. So that's where I became to care more about about the environment.
And, a lot of times we move around Belize, we see the beauty and we want to protect it. But you went beyond that, though. You started organizing activities as a young environmentalist. Who did you encourage to work along with you? And what was their reaction when you said, okay, this is how we're going to spend our Saturday or Sunday?
Different organizations reach out to me. From a very young age, I love to be working around with youths. The first time I went something for the environment was in 2015. I attended a eco camp at Chaw Creek, and I learned about these things, and I fell more in love. So that's where I said, environment is for me.
Yeah. Now, being a young activist is something that comes with lots of responsibilities, right?
Yes.
What's it been like for you?
I haven't feeling it that much, right? But
Yeah.
a lot of people love to reach out to me now, and I love it because then it get the youth involved. And if I don't have time, I would send another youth and get the youth involved in these type of stuff. It's basically what I want to do: make the youths know that the environment need to be protected now.
You're 17 and you put together the rest of your friends to be able to join in on this cause. Were you surprised that others were interested in the same thing that you were?
Yes. A lot of youth reach out to me and they're like, I love what you're doing, and if we can help, how we can help. And that's what I want. I want the youths to know, right? That they can reach out to me. We can find these opportunities for them to be able to expose them as well and be able to love the nature. Let them know about the nature.
Sorry, go ahead. You're from down south, right? You're from
Yes.
Independence, if I'm not mistaken. Talk to us about that immediate environment that you're in and what drew you to want to be able to protect it and get other young people involved with conservation.
Well, as you may know, many rural districts, are disappearing due to the water rising, and it's all the cause of climate change, right? So I look at these opportunities. Many people are losing their home because of erosion, and many people are, like I said, they are losing homes. They don't have nothing. So let's say they lose their home, they need to build another home. And then what is the cause? Because of climate change. So that's where I look on it. A lot of people have been impacted about this. As you may see, the recent story in Dangriga, where the school said that they had a whole amount of sand, and all of a sudden the water is already at the school building.
Yeah.
So all of these, that's why I told you I fell in love with the environment, because you have to learn to protect these stuff. So that's where
Yeah. So at your age, I'm assuming that you're either in last years of high school or you're beginning tertiary
Yeah,
education?
I'm beginning, yes, tertiary
Okay, do
education.
you have environmental sciences now as something that you are going to pursue in
Yes,
academics?
I was studying business, but you know, I love to do math as well. But I think that I have to find, you know, the thing that you love to do.
Yeah.
Business wasn't like, you know, that passion there. So I
Mm-hmm.
see the environment. So this year I'll probably study the environment. I'll be studying environmental science or environmental engineering.
I'm assuming that you're also perhaps the youngest ambassador, in a manner of speaking, that will be out there representing Belize in such a world-renowned climate and environmental activity.
Um, I haven't, you know, like what I've said, I haven't seen any um, youths take up this initiative, this
Yeah,
big task.
yeah.
Many of the youths are afraid because they feel like they will be, you know, they will tell them a lot of things. But I've been through that route. A lot of people try to bring you down, but you don't, all you use as them as an uplift, you know. Try to use those negative thoughts as positive for you so you can prove them wrong at the end of the day.
So, Kiefer, when you did that story a few weeks back and you said that you were trying to get the funds to be able to attend the conference,
Yes.
what's been the response since then?
Um, I've seen the posts and everything. Some people had negative, like what I told you, they have been the person who hates, but you keep them there, you use them there as a power to uplift yourself. Many different organizations have been reaching out to me, and that's where I like, okay, then I can, you know, that I will be able to attend it.
So you've gotten sufficient funds now to be able to travel?
Just some hidden funds missing, you know, some hidden expenses that I have, but I'm trying
Yeah.
to allocate the funds for those expenses.
Yeah. Like what? I mean, I'm sure there are people watching who are saying they want to support.
The COVID tests, they are expensive, so no, you know, it's I think £100 for I need to take a COVID test when I reach England.
Okay.
So all of these stuff, you know, but I'm trying to allocate them. I'm
Yeah.
talking to different organizations, but hopefully we can work something out.
Yeah.
Well, you have 1 week, so
Yes.
you need to be able to
Yeah.
move on that
Yes.
fairly quickly.
So what do you want to, I mean, when you get to Scotland and you're in this meeting, what do you want to say on behalf of the Belizean youth population?
That all of us should come together instead of, you know, blaming one country or another country for their actions. We should come together as one and try to protect the earth as one youth, as because the youth is the future. So you know, the youth need to start to involve themselves more into these type of stuff. That's why we're going, because we want to show them the beauty of Belize, but also the downside of Belize.
Have you visited some of the places to see the erosion?
Yes, I have Placentia. I've been there. I've been to Monkey River,
Wow. Yeah.
Dangriga. I've been many places and I've seen these erosions. Even at my village, Independence, erosion has been
You've been
occurring.
seeing-
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
think Monkey River stands out
Yes.
as one of those locations in the country where erosion has been their biggest problem.
yes, like what I said, in the urban cities you won't see these type of stuff because in Belize City you won't see it as much as in a rural village. Like what I told you, people had their homes there. They're losing their homes because of erosion, and especially with this pandemic now, they don't have enough money. So where they become homeless. They become, you know, so all of these stuff is a factor that contributes, you know, like a social issue, and that's where poverty comes in again, because they're losing their homes. They don't know what to do. They don't have any money for food or to build a new home again.
Yeah. Do you feel that we you know, especially as young people, when you look at the people who are making the decision, you have to decide if they're deciding what's best for now or deciding what's best for your future. What are your thoughts on that?
I love to see some of the things they are doing, right? But my main interest is the blue carbon, mangroves. I love dealing with the marine. It is scientifically proven that mangroves store more carbon than a tree. So I look at it this way: if we plant more trees and more mangroves, and with the new law that they come out, they say that you need to have a permit. But even though I think it shouldn't be cut down, because no matter what, even without a permit or with a permit, it shouldn't be cut down, because the more mangroves you cut, the more carbon releases into the atmosphere again. So it's getting really bad too. So our like what I said, we need to try to bring down this carbon
Emission.
emission to below 1.5, and it's been really hard,
Yeah.
but we're trying.
Yeah. So how are you feeling about leaving next Monday?
A bit nervous.
Yeah.
Excited.
It's your first time traveling that far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
So who's more nervous, you or your parents?
I think my parents.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw your dad.
Yes. He's really nervous. He's like, "Man, what, you're gonna get lost?" I tell him, "No, I'm gonna try to find a way."
Mm-hmm.
It's honest. It's the only right way. You need to try. Don't give up. Like what I said. Keep trying. You know, and
Yeah.
that's where I continue to stand by that quotation that you just keep trying, never give up. All the youth is the future. You know, so
I think we're all proud of you in terms of seeing a young man take on such an initiative, especially in light of all that is happening around
young
us
men.
and everything that is plaguing and befalling young people.
yes.
That you would be able to come out of this and say, you know what, this is the road that I want to take. This is how I want to represent my country, and perhaps in the future, this is how I want to give back to Belize by
Yes.
being some kind of an environmentalist or someone in that
Yes.
field.
Well, you see, in that way, how I help out the youths at the southern villages is because of an organization that I have, the Southern Youth Development Organization. And what we try to do is try to find these opportunities, you know. I work alongside with Humana. So they try to give us the opportunity and we be able to spread it to other community-based organizations and be able to spread the opportunities to them so they can spread it within their villages. And that's where we get a lot of people. So, you know, like scholarships that would have been out here, we try to get youth from the south to be able to take on these initiatives because I feel like a lot of youths in the south, they are, you know, they don't have stuff that we have in the urban cities, you know. So that's what I try to do. That's why my organization have been there with been here with me from the start of my journey. I would like to thank them, the Southern Youth Development Organization, for being there behind me.
Yes, man. Big up your team.
Yes, that's my team. And that's the picture that's on the screen is the mangrove. I went to do some mangrove
Planting.
mangrove restoration with a sir that he'd love to plant mangroves, so he's like, you know, teaching me. The picture is with cadet. I used to be a cadet, but due to the pandemic we cannot be able to get together again, but the youths are there, they are involved with the environment and they love the environment as well as me. So that's where I try to get these people to continue helping.
Yeah. What do you say to other young people? You said something so important that, and there's some truth to it when you think of opportunities that exist in urban areas versus rural areas. There are some people watching, we know, from some of the rural spaces in other districts, Corozal, Orange Walk, or even down south.
Yes.
And they're thinking, man, you know, I wish I could do something. Well, you took that step. You decided to get together with a group. You aligned yourself with an organization. What do you say to those young people about being proactive?
That they should be able to, you know, get on their feet and instead of being, I love to play a game as well, you know, that's a, you know, child, that's a teenager life. They love to play a game. But, you know, I try to limit myself, you know, so this is for work, this is for gaming, so I try to keep myself, you know, active in my community. And if you keep yourself active in your community, a lot of people will see it, a lot of youths will see it, and they'll be like, I want to become like him, I want to become like her.
Yeah. So they just have to find friends that have the same cause?
Yes. You have to find friends that will show the same interests, you know. Try not to do the bad things, you know. So that's where I stand.
Yeah. Anything else you would like to say as we close off for this morning?
I would like to thank my mom, who have been there right behind me from the
her
start
name.
as well. Miss Yure, I would like to thank her. I like to thank my dad as well, Timoteo. And I would like to thank my family as well for being there. They are supporting me and my organization, as I said before. Thank you to everyone. And thank you to all the sponsors who have been helping me so far. I'd like to thank the Public Utilities Commission. I would like to thank Oceana as well. I would like to thank, you know, the Department of the Department of Youth Services and because they are the one who have been helping me from the start as well as I try. And I like to thank the ministry, Mr. Orlando Habet, for their ministry to helping donating to my worthy cause as well.
Nice. And the organization is called Sustainable Youth.
No, it's the
Southern Youth.
Southern Youth Development Organization.
Okay. And how do people find out more about it?
They can follow us on our Facebook page, Southern Youth Development Organization, SYDO, and we keep posting stuff and quotes and, try to motivate more youths as well to get engaged in these opportunities.
All right. Well, Kiefer, it was a pleasure to have you before you head off to Scotland, and we hope to hear all about it when you come back.
Yes. Hope I can be back again, to share my experience.
Yes. All right. Well, best of luck and safe travels. And as people here this morning, you are still asking for some additional support.
Yes.
Do they reach out through Facebook too?
Yes, they can reach out through Facebook. My name Kiefer Mes, Kiefer Mes, or you can reach me out on my WhatsApp number, 655-2199.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
All right. With that, we're going to go ahead and take our final break. And when we come back, we'll have our wrap up. So stay tuned.